Hello darlings, it's Dean. Welcome back to another video. This is actually going to be a two-part video because I went to Family Thrift stores and racked up. Of course, as you guys know, Mondays at Family Thrift is 3 for $1, and that is the Family Thrift here in Chicago. In Dallas, I'm not sure if they have that sale, but call them and check them out. They're off of Plano and I think Avenue K. They're in Plano off of Avenue K. But nevertheless, here in Dallas, here in Chicago, it's 3 for $1. And so I went to the Pulaski location. They have three locations. They have off of Pulaski, off of Milwaukee, and off of Cermak. And so I go between the one off of Milwaukee and the one off of Pulaski. I go between those two, rotate between those two. And so yesterday, I was like, you know what? Let me get up and see what's going on with 3 for $1. And they had a lot of stuff. I don't know if it's because, it was the end of 2016 going into 2017 and people are just donating like crazy, which is the case in a lot of times. But I just got a lot of stuff. So this is going to be a two-part. I'm going to do tops and then I'm going to give you another video for bottoms. Okay, so let's jump right into it. The first item that I found was this Antel, and now let me tell you something. I don't really do petites that much because for me it doesn't sell that well, but for 33 cents I'm going to go ahead and chance it. So this is an Ann Taylor petite cardigan, and I really love the detail of it on the sleeves. And so everything that was orange tag was 3 for $1. So originally this was $5.45 in the store and 33 cents. As usual, I'm not going to keep on saying 33 cents because I feel like that's going to be annoying to you. But it was 33 cents. So this is a brand that I haven't really heard of or hadn't heard of. Where is it? It is Margaret O'Leary. It's a very heavy sweater, and when you go through the racks, you know how I feel about touching everything. I touch everything because a lot of times that's the way that you can tell quality. And so when I saw this and I saw how heavy it was, I was like, okay, that's going with me. And then I came home and did some research and saw that it was an okay brand. So here is a sweater, and it's a hooded sweater. Ooh. Hooded sweater, cuffed sleeve. And so, oh, and look at the detail. It has a button on the sleeve. And so, we're not getting any warmer anytime soon, especially here in Chicago and in the Midwest. And I think we're actually supposed to get some snow later on this week. So I'm going to keep on buying sweaters. And my whole stilo while I was at the stores was just to focus on sweaters and stuff because I really don't have a lot of that in my store. So this is Caslon. This is a Caslon turtleneck, and this is the brand, of course, that's sold at, I want to say they're sold at Nordstrom Rack. I don't know if they're sold in the traditional Nordstrom. I haven't looked for the brand of the traditional Nordstrom, but I know that I see this a lot at Nordstrom Rack. And so here is a turtleneck, and originally it was $4.94 at the thrift store. And let's see, next up to bat, this is an Arden B batwing sweater. Kind of like off the shoulder batwing sweater. So you know I love to show a little bit of shoulder. And so I really just buy stuff that I would wear. And, I talked about that in my Instagram stories. If you're not following me at Instagram, and I am Dean. Every time I go to a store, I take you guys with me. And so I'm always talking about the fact that there's so much to be bought at the bins and at 3 for $1 and 69 cents Saturdays, but you really have to go in and find stuff. Well, for me, because not everybody's philosophy is like mine, but for me, I purchase stuff that I would like to wear. So on Poshmark, it really is my closet. Even though it's not my size, it's stuff that like is Dion approved. That's where I should put it. Everything in my closet is Dion approved. So this is a Forever 21 cardigan. No, sweater. I didn't say cardigan. So Forever 21. Oh, there we go. Forever 21 cardigan. And so another thing you want to do is you want to check for like holes and stains, because there were some items there that were beautiful and they were name brand, but they had like a, like a snag or a snare or a tear, and you don't want that. So this is a J. Crew merino wool sweater. And so anything that's a cashmere, merino wool, camel hair, anything that's, I'm getting it because that's just good quality stuff. So this is J. Crew, and in the stores this was $3.93. All right. So next is this top. This is a Worthington top. Now, let me tell you why I got this. I think this is so beautiful. Look at this sleeve. Look at that. So it like, that's the way it sits. And then you have the sleeve coming off the side like a balloon sleeve. And then it thins out. There we go. And then it thins out. So I thought that was so well done. So Worthington isn't a brand necessarily that I, carry all the time, but I really like this detail. I thought that was so funky, especially with like a nice pair of distressed jeans. I love the mix of like pretty and dirty, if that makes sense. Pretty and dirty, pretty dirty. This is another Banana Republic. Just a basic sweater. Just a basic turtleneck or cowl neck. Okay, okay, camera. I need you to get right. And so this is also wool. So, okay. Let's see. Now this is Forever 21, which of course is not, something that I would normally carry, although I love a Forever 21. It needs to be able to be washed more than 5 times. But I love this. Isn't this cute? It's a cute little bow top. Ooh. I'm not bow top. Cute little bows on it. And so this, because it's white and blue, like to pair it with like a yellow pair of pants or like a yellow skirt, I just thought would be so cute. Yeah, like yellow dress pants. That's how I would wear this. Yellow dress pants. All right, let's keep going. This is BDG. So BDG jeans sell really well for me. And so I said, let me try the tops. It's only 33 cents. Nothing to lose. So here, it's a BDG top. And then I got this halogen top. Now halogen, I find at Nordstrom Rack all the time. So this is a really nice cardigan. And so who doesn't love this detail? I love that. So pretty. Sometimes all you need is like a basic black sheath dress and then a cardigan with something like that, and you've totally made it current and new and everything else. All right, so then we have this cardigan, this sweater by Banana Republic. And you guys know I'm all about the detail. That's why I'm like, I picked all the turtlenecks and buttons down the side and all that kind of stuff. I love this kind of stuff. So there we go. Banana Republic. And this was $4.94. Oh, I had it turned around the wrong way. This was $4.94, but as you can see, it's Banana Republic. And then, let's see. I got a lot of sweaters. Gosh, dog. Making up for lost times. This is a Zara knit sweater. It's actually a wrap sweater. So there we go. We have the ties that you would tie around the side. And so, yeah, this was $3.93. And I got this because, in Poshmark, if you guys are not on Poshmark, they have all these parties, and they have Zara and Rebecca Minkoff and Topshop and whatever parties. And so I really want to be able to participate in those parties to kind of highlight my business. And so every party that they have, I want to have something in that party. And so I'm buying more Zara pieces because they do have a lot of Zara parties, J. Crew parties, stuff like that. So this was mainly for that, with that thinking. So Here is Zara. I have a lot of tops, y'all. Okay, let's see. Here we have Nanette Lepore, and this was $5.95. So this is a designer piece, and it has that same tie front detail. So I'm gonna be good for the winter, honey. That's all I'm gonna be selling is sweaters, 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 and sweaters. Now this one was a Narciso Rodriguez for, I think this was Kohl's. I think this is the collaboration with Kohl's. Um, and I love Narciso Rodriguez, so, but this was a collaboration with Kohl's. Little bullet, little boleros. Ooh, let me get that together. Hold on. Here's the tag in case you guys are looking for it out there in the thrift stores. That's what it looks like. It's a red tag, and it was $2.92. But 33 cents for me. Okay. I think I'm at the bottom of tops. Oh, no, I'm not. I have a lot of tops. Oh, cashmere. Remember I was talking about cashmere? Anything that I saw that was cashmere, I got it. So this is Bogey Milano, and this is men's. This was placed in the wrong area. And I really want to venture into men's as well, but I just have to take the time. So this is a beautiful green cashmere, and it feels so good. I love when my husband wears cashmere, I'm just all up on him, just nuzzling. So yes, ladies, that's just a marriage tip. Get your husband some cashmere. It'll change your whole love life. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. What was that on my foot? Okay. This is 548. So this is a brand that I've seen at Saks off Fifth. And so you guys know I'm talking about the detail. I love the detail. Look at the sheer sleeves. Isn't that cool? I love that. I love that. As I'm in bought, this was $4.94 originally. So as I'm doing all of this, I'm thinking to myself, when am I going to list all of these? Jesus. The thrill is always in the purchasing and not the listing. So Eileen Fisher, another sweater for 33 cents. Of course, whenever you find designer for 33 cents, it's like, ah! So here's Eileen Fisher. And then, is this a bottom or a top? A bottom attached to a top. So this is White House Black Market. And this is a brand hasn't sold for me that well on Poshmark. So this may actually be going up on eBay. I'm not quite sure. And I need to get a steamer because let me tell you something. To put stuff up before it gets all crumpled, and it's just not my grace. It's not my grace. And my husband is just looking at me like I'm not helping you, so so I have to get a steamer. This is J. Crew, another J. Crew, because once again I want to participate in the Poshmark parties. And I will say that if you're on Poshmark and you're not getting the results that you want to get, you have to think about why. Are you active on Poshmark? How many items do you have up on Poshmark? Are you interacting? Are you sharing items? Are you going through and liking the brands? Um, I've said this in if you're part of the shopping for a living Facebook challenge, then you already know because we've talked about it. But Poshmark is for me more about social interaction. So if you're good at social media, you'll be great on Poshmark. And so what I would say, this is Dion Dean, the business mentor, business coach talking. Um, the time that you spend on Facebook and Instagram, liking and sharing and tweeting and responding and trolling, take that time and put it into Poshmark and your business will grow. It's Instagram for shoppers, really. I guess like Depop or anything else. Like you have to work Poshmark. You can't just put stuff up and be like, oh, come see me. It's like with anything else. If you're not active on it and if you're not engaging, it's not going to work for you. So, you know, check out the parties, put your stuff in parties. If you're growing, if you're trying to grow like a shopping business, then pay attention. Do what I did. You know that, and they tell you like a day in advance, right? So if you know there's a Zara party happening tomorrow, if you know there's a J. Crew party happening or whatever happening, fall outerwear happening, then make sure that you have items to put in each party. That is really how I feel my business has grown on there. But yeah, okay. So this is Coldwater Creek. Just a green. There we go, really quickly, because I don't want to make this like a 10-hour video, and this is going to be split into two, remember? So I'm doing tops, and then we're going to do bottoms. And then this is a Miss Me. And Miss Me jeans do really good, do really well. I'm sorry for the fading in and out. I'm sorry for the blurriness. This is a Miss Me tracksuit top. So I know that Miss Me bottoms do really well, and so, take a stab at it. It's only 33 cents. I actually like it. It has like the paneling there. All right, so that's tops. Let's stop the video there so that I can go ahead and give you bottoms. And then also, this this coat here is talking about the parties, right? So I knew that there was going to be a fall outerwear party because once again, they tell you 24 hours in advance. And so when I went into the 3 for $1 sale, I was like, let me look to see if there are any 33-cent or 3 for $1 outerwear. So that was the first place that I went to, and I actually got this coat for 33 cents. And so, yeah, you know what? I have the Instagram stories. Let me go ahead and add them right here so you can check out like what I did. Okay guys, it's 3 for $1 Mondays at Family Thrift. Here's what I have so far. It's orange, 3 for $1, and so yeah, my cart is stacked. This is going to be a great haul video. I usually start off with pants first, but I started off with coats just because of the season. And so now I am in sweaters, and I'm not even necessarily looking for 3 for $1. I'm looking for name brands, honey. So I usually start with black and gray when it comes to sweaters and then work my way out to the other colors because some of the designer brands this Claiborne. Okay, let me get that. They do black and gray and that's their color scheme. So that's where I start. Okay, so here's a Talbot's cardigan that's basically 33 cents because it's 3 for $1. And I wanted to show you, just because it's 33 cents doesn't mean you need to buy it, right? So it's pilled, has a few snags, and so yeah. Now this sweater right here is so Dion Dean, I'm about to stretch it out. Oh, that is absolutely stunning. I'm gonna put it in the cart and think about it. It's really, really pretty. So I'm over in the blazers now, and it looks like all of the blazers are half off. And that looks like a permanent markdown. It's not like any specific color, so I'm gonna go through and take a look. So here's an Ann Taylor blazer. It's marked 12.51. Doesn't look like it's half off, but the tags are attached at 159. So I'm thinking I'm gonna hold on to it and see how I feel by the time I finish, because this is where I am right now. Here's a Lafayette coat, 6.56. That's not half off either. I'll put them in my cart and decide later. Okay, so this is an example. This is not on sale at $6.56, but this is just a beautiful pant. So this is something that I would put actually in a thrift box for one of my professional clients because it's just a beautiful pant. So I may get this just because. So there you go. You saw my Instagram stories. I thought that I showed you guys when I was shopping for the coats, but apparently I didn't. But anyway, that was for $1. And then, yeah. Okay. All right, let's go on and do pants. Yeah, let's do pants. So this is part 1. Part 2 is coming right at ya.